In this video, we're going to represent the hundredths place using the area model. So the square below represents the unit. Using the tick marks, draw vertical lines and horizontal lines to partition the unit into equal pieces. So just like the last one, we'll start with the vertical lines. And you should draw these all the way across, like you did in the last one. But now notice there's also these horizontal tick marks. So you're going to also draw all the lines corresponding this way. So go ahead and fill this in your packet and pause the video, and then you can continue on to the next part. So this is what your square should look like after you've partitioned it in all of those ways. So try to go through these questions first, and then you can watch the video to check your answers. So how many pieces did you partition the square into? Well, we can count all of these. There's a lot of them, but let's try to use what we know about math to figure this out. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 this way, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows. So we have 10 copies of 10, which would be 100 equal pieces. If the big square, this square, is the unit, what fraction number represents each small square piece? So one of these small square pieces, well, that would be 1 out of the total 100. So 1 over 100, or 1 out of 100. The word name for this piece would be 1/100th. Okay, so notice we add the TH. It's broken to 100 pieces, but to show that it's not 100, but 1 out of 100, we add the TH for the word name. Now shade 30 small squares with a yellow highlighter. So let's get a yellow highlighter out. And I'm going to work from left to right. So this is going to be 10 hundredths. And we have 20 and 30. And again, you could shade any 30 of these small squares and it would be 30 out of 100. I'm just choosing to go from left to right to keep them orderly, but you can have fun and make a design if you want. What fraction number represents the shaded area? Well, we shaded 30 of the 100 pieces, or 30 copies of 100th, or 30 hundredths. And we'll write that as a word name too. 30 hundredths. D. Compare this grid to the grid in media example 1. What relationship do you see between the area shaded orange on your first grid and the area shaded yellow on your second grid? So I have the first grid here for us to compare to. This is the one we just shaded, and this is our first grid. So notice that the same relative amount of area is shaded. So I could line these orange strips right on top of these orange squares, and this would be an equivalent amount of area. So we will say the areas are equivalent. So that means last time we had 3 1/10ths, 3 tenths. That's going to be equal to 30 out of 100. So these numbers, quantities, are equal. Now let's see why this relationship works. Well, it says 1 orange is how many times as large as a yellow. So here's 1 orange and there's 1 yellow. So to see how many times larger this is, let's see how many yellows it takes to make up an orange. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 yellows equals 1 orange. So 1 orange is 10 times as large as a yellow. Now here, we're going to think of it in the other direction. One yellow is what part of an orange? Well, since it takes 10 yellows to make up one orange, okay, one yellow is 1 out of 10 of an orange, or 1/10 of an orange. So 1/10 of an orange. Okay. So this makes sense since one orange is 10 times as large as a yellow. If we multiply the yellows by 10, 30 yellows out of 100 yellows will equal 3 oranges out of 10 oranges.